guitar that we have today is a relatively young instrument compared to other instruments. The guitar as we know it, the kind of modern design, was designed in the 19th century. Credit Antonio Torres. Previous to that, we had a guitar. It was called the guitar, but it was much, much smaller. Sometimes people refer to it as a parlor guitar. Because of its limitations, in the 19th century, we kind of found this design.
The technology has really, they've been able to take an instrument that's hundreds of years old in design and just clean up some of the frustrating parts, really making things a little more accurate with the action and the intonation.
The trend in guitars and in instruments for a long time, especially before amplification, was just towards a louder, fuller sound. The other big change in the second half of the 20th century was the shift from handmade instruments towards mass production.
I think guitar holds such a huge place in music because it was actually introduced as a factory instrument. It was a blue-collar instrument. It was low cost. It was available to everybody.
I think that's what's special about guitar and guitar gear as it evolves, is that we're able to make it more accessible, especially with modern production. You can buy a guitar for $100 now.
It's an instrument that's portable, and you can make music fast, right? You can learn, and you can play a billion pop songs, right?
The reason why the guitar is the coolest of all the instruments is it's really easy to start, so anybody can get something out of it.
That's one of the great things about the guitar, is that it's accessible to everyone at a basic level. You know, if you want to just pick it up, learn a few chords, you can play all of your favorite songs.
Thought experiment. You're sitting around a campfire, somebody has an instrument, they start playing. What is it? There's no doubt it's an acoustic. It's not an accordion.
If you go to a party, there's a guitar guy right there, you know.
People of all different skill levels can play it. You know, like there's plenty of amateur guitarists who know 3 chords, and that is powerful.
It's such an intuitive instrument and something that pretty much anybody can pick up. I've had friends tell me like, oh, I wish I could play the guitar. It's like, it's never too late. And even some songs that are just literally 3 chords, and you can learn like 100 songs just by learning 3 chords.
If you like songs and you have any sense of rhythm, you start strumming these cowboy chords and it's like, oh, I'm playing music. At the end of the day, what makes things good is not the intellect or the virtuosity, it's the soul, it's the passion, it's the spirit.
In my opinion, you're never a master because there's always something new to learn. That's what drew me to the guitar, is it just being accessible, but you can make it as complex as you want.
The guitar is available to everybody, no matter your age or your income or your social status. I feel like I invented everything that I do because I'm self-taught and I play in sort of an odd tuning. So I'm constantly finding new things, stumbling across new chords or new melodies. If that sort of thing in life interests you, discover new things on a daily basis, then this is the way to go.
Here at CSU, I'm fortunate to teach a history of rock and roll class. Everything I talk about, mainstream pop, of course rhythm and blues, country western, they all had guitar. And what was great about listening to some of the musicians from back then is a lot of them were so self-taught. They just came up with their own way of doing it, which is a standard way of playing today. So seeing those kind of milestones throughout the history of the 20th century of players, that just changed the way this instrument's played.